Hello everyone and welcome to the Lynx Tarot. My name is Monica and this is your daily reading for all zodiac signs. This reading is intended to be timeless, so whenever you are watching, it is meant for you. And also I'm calling it a daily reading, but it pretty much can cover today, like whenever you're watching, or 3 days, such as yesterday's energies going into today and tomorrow and so on, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to get started here with a couple of cards from the Mystical Wisdom deck. And then we'll go into some tarot and then more oracle. Okay, so this is for all zodiac signs. So your first card out is moving forward. Very nice. Getting ready for positive change. Get ready for positive change. Beautiful. And look at all those purples and blues, okay? Look at those purples and blues. Maybe meditate on your throat chakra for those of you who are into meditation. If not, look up the different spiritual meanings for the color blue, turquoise, even royal blue. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of royal blue there. Leadership, set your goals. Very nice. Set your goals to move forward. Okay, set some goals. For those of you feeling stuck, just write down some goals because the energy is there for you to start moving forward, okay? I see lots of good things coming in. Look at that sun. Look at the lion. There could be a Leo in your life. There could be a Leo listening to this. Possibly. Doesn't have to be. So we're going to go over to the Everyday Witch Tarot now, and then I will get back to those oracle cards and reflect on them a little bit more. Okay, so your first card out is going to be your situation or your most important situation today. And challenges, advice, and then outcome. And then I will go in and clarify, okay? This is for all zodiac signs. Most important situation is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Challenges, the Page of Pentacles. Advice, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, that came out yesterday. And outcome, the Five of Cups. All right, I'm going to shuffle a little bit more to get the clarifying cards. So we're going to clarify the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so clarifying the Six of Pentacles, we have the Page of Wands. This was the Page of Pentacles in case I said Page of Wands. So we've got the Page of Pentacles here, Page of Wands here. All right, and now we're clarifying the Page of Pentacles. This is for your challenge position. I'm going to clarify the Page of Pentacles. Whoops. That deck almost went on the floor. Bear with me. Hang on, hang on. What's going on here? What a fumble. All right. Clarifying the Page of Pentacles. Well, geez Louise, there you go. The Ten of Swords, okay? The Ten of Swords was dying to come out, obviously. What the heck? So the Ten of Swords is clarifying the Page of Pentacles. I think a lot of you listening right now may be feeling really stuck and defeated, and you need to pull yourself out of that energy and embrace the Page of Pentacles energy, okay, where you're making a plan, like we're talking about in the oracle cards, moving forward in leadership, making a plan, okay? All right, so to clarify the Ace of Wands and the Five of Cups, we are going to cut now. Ace of Wands and Five of Cups. Okay, clarifying the Ace of Wands, we have the Star. Very nice. And clarifying the Five of Cups, we have the Emperor. All right. All right, so let's see what we have here. So your most important situation this week, we have the Six of Pentacles, and that's being clarified by the Page of Wands. So there's reciprocity needed here, being recognized or paid. I'm seeing like some of you have been needing to be paid. I'm going to put this one down for a minute. You've been needing to be paid for something that you worked for a while, and the person who's supposed to pay you just hasn't. And it seems like you've been wondering, like, did they forget? I'm afraid to ask for it, that kind of thing. So you really need to speak up and ask for it. I think this is someone who might be working freelance or something like that, and you need to get paid, okay? Like whether or not you need the money right now, you worked for something and you should be paid. And you need to honor yourself and make sure you receive payment and speak up. And I think that once you do, you will receive it without any resistance, but you need to speak up, unfortunately. So that's not good. Definitely speak up though, and you will be paid. And then the Page of Wands is just showing like you moving on. So if this is someone who does work freelance, it's time for you to move on to your next job, and you don't want to be held back by needing to be paid by the previous person that you did work for. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for some of you, not all of you. I'm seeing a good give and take here too for some of you. I think that you have helped somebody out and they are helping you out in return, which is nice. So that's a good thing. So if someone owes you a favor, like you did something for them and they're like, oh, I owe you one. They may be very sincere, but yet not realize that you're in need for them to return that favor right now. So that's, again, for some of you, not all of you, but definitely speak up and say to that person, hey, remember that time you said that, you know, you would help me out with such and such? Well, I could really use a hand right now. Like, don't assume they just know. Because sometimes when we are feeling something, it's intense to us and it feels like everybody else knows what we're feeling, but they don't unless we speak up. So that's what you need to do. So this position here is telling me a lot of you need to speak up. Okay, so in the challenge position, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so it's time to start making plans, like for your next thing, the next thing that you want to do. It's being clarified by the Ten of Swords. So if you don't start making plans, you're going to be stuck in that defeated energy. Okay, and the Ten of Swords is also showing the end of a cycle, so you're not meant to feel that way. You're not meant to feel this way anymore. You're at the end of the cycle, and even though it's been hard, even though you may have been backstabbed, you're at the end of the cycle, and it's time to move on to something fresh. We see with the Page of Pentacles, and this could be a fresh thing with work. It could be a new job. It could be a new business plan possibly, but it's a new beginning that could be very lucrative for you. It's just time to, recognize the Ten of Swords energy where, someone has done you wrong, maybe more than one person, but you're at the end of that road and maybe it's been hard, but that's over. That's in the past. That cycle is in the past. It's gone. And it's time for you to feel refreshed and feel promise again, like we see with the Page of Pentacles, okay? I think some of you listening already have some really great ideas, and it's time to put those plans in motion and start taking steps, okay? And I'm getting some full energy here, like the full card of the Major Arcana. Okay, so a new start is really wanting to come in for you, meaning the opportunities are there for you to take them should you choose to. We've got the Ace of Wands being clarified by the Star. So for those of you feeling like you have not been given credit for something, you are. Like the people that matter do recognize you and they think you're a superhero, okay? The Ace of Wands, again, is showing some new beginnings, some new creative ideas coming in for you. So accept all of these. This is in the advice position. So make sure you write down plans. Make sure you write down every idea, every word that pops into your head, weigh it out. I'm getting right now, use colored pens or colored pencils. I'm not really into vision boards, but I think that maybe someone listening is, or I wouldn't have thought of that. So if that's your thing, do it. Take out all different colors, whatever you like, and just go for it. And if your wants and needs change, or if you get new ideas, make another one or add to it or take away from it. Just go for it. Really go for it, because I really think that recognition is there for you. And it's not about like receiving praise from other people or anything like that. It should start with what's on the inside, what's in your heart, and being proud of yourself. But the Star card is also showing a healing and recognition and almost fame in a way. Maybe some of you listening are feeling famous because you're so proud of yourself for overcoming something, okay? And that's an awesome feeling, and you should be proud. In the outcome position, we have the Five of Cups. So this is about change, okay? There's definite change for you. And the grief and the sorrow that we're seeing over here in the Ten of Swords, okay, that's over. That's done with. If you see on the table here in the Five of Cups, there are still 2 cups standing, okay? So there might be someone who is coming into your life or reaching out to you, or it could be a new partner. It's time to, it could be a romantic partner or business partner, or even a coworker, someone reaching out to you and showing you like, gosh, it's not so bad, I'm on your side, that kind of a thing. But it's the end of this hardship, it's the end of this heartache and the end of the grieving. Be careful not to fall into self-pity. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that something has happened to you that hurt you, or acknowledging grieving. There's nothing wrong with that, but we get to a point where it's time to get up and dust ourselves off. And look at the Two of Cups back there, right? Look at the balloons. Like they kind of look like they're flying away, but at the same time they're part of the picture in celebration. There's something to celebrate too, okay? So as long as your focus isn't solely on what you've lost and what you are grieving, there's something to celebrate for you, okay? It's time to stand up and turn away from the grieving. You've been there, done that, and that cycle is meant to end for you. We've got this really empowering energy of the Emperor here too, okay? There could be an Aries in your life or an Aries listening. There could be a lot of Aries in your chart. Doesn't have to be, but the Emperor energy is very strong, and see how he has a map too, just like we were seeing with the Page of Pentacles, okay? He has a map, he has a plan, he's very confident. It looks like constellations on that map too. Like he's very confident in his plan, which is the opposite energy than we see in the Five of Cups. Okay, the Witch on that card is like unsure, and she just wants to grieve over what she already knows, even though she lost it. But with the Emperor energy coming in, you're stronger. You're like, okay, I can acknowledge that, but there's something better for me now. There's something else on my path. I'm going to start making plans. And making plans, like the legitimate plans, is going to make you feel empowered and help you put the grieving in the past, okay? I like these messages. All right, we're going to go over to the Angel Wisdom deck. This is a tarot deck as well. Let's see how we can tie up some of these messages. Not sure how many I'm feeling I want to draw from here. Let's just see what happens. This is the Angel Wisdom Tarot, and again, this reading is for all zodiac signs. I hope this is helping so far. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember the notification bell, and please comment below how this resonates. Okay, oops, dropped it. That was the Four of Pentacles, so that's really wonderful. We've got some money energy here, monetary energy, the Four of Pentacles. And it says, managing your resources wisely, extremes in how you give or receive money, time or emotions, smart business decisions, seeing things as black or white, and being charitable. So it's important here that there is a balance, okay? Like we were talking about in the beginning. Okay, this has to do with money. This has to do with being compensated. So make sure that you receive what you have put out there. You receive payment for work that you have done. Okay, and you need to manage your resources wisely. We all do. So someone who may be like not really so worried about paying you because they're in a fine position financially, they don't get it. And I'm sorry, this message is for some of you, not all of you, but that person is rude, like rude, and that's uncalled for. So unfortunately, someone listening here needs to speak up about getting payment. Okay, I don't think it's going to be a difficult thing to actually be paid. It's just that you're going to need to speak up. Okay, and it says extremes in how you give or receive money. So there's quite an imbalance there where you have worked really hard and the person who's supposed to pay you hasn't. Okay, so ask yourself, was this really worth it? Do I want to or need to work for that person again? If you need to, if that's your only option right now, just set the precedent for next time that you expect to be paid, and make sure you ask sooner if you end up in that position again rather than waiting. Okay. All right, so that's just one message there. Okay, I think that also some of you with the Four of Earth or the Four of Pentacles are hanging on too much to what you have for fear that there's nothing better for you or there's not more to come for you, and know that there is. You don't have to hold on to too tight, okay? Like, I'm not saying spend your money unwisely or anything that. What I'm saying is to have faith that that's not as good as it gets, okay? There's more for you. There's creativity. There are other ways to make money for you coming in here. Okay, so know that. Know that. You don't have to hang on for dear life as if you will never have another chance. Nothing wrong with investing at all. Nothing wrong with putting a couple of bucks in your purse, in your savings account, here or there. Nothing wrong with that. But try not to live in fear that that's all there is or ever will be, because it can grow. Just as your opportunities can grow in life, just as your relationships can grow or change, okay? All right, I'm going to draw one more from the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Looks like we had a flipper there that I didn't see. Isn't that weird? Okay, so I'm just going to take this out. I didn't realize there was another flipper in there. We have the Hermit. And it says, time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor and self-discovery. Very nice. So you want a vibe here, okay? And there could be a Virgo in your life, or you could be a Virgo listening right now. There doesn't have to be a Virgo, though. It's just the energy of this card. So this is a much better place to be. Time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor and self-discovery. So I think some of you, like those of you who I'm saying need to be paid for work done, this is a lesson in self-discovery, but you're going to be a pro at it. Once you do it, you're going to be a pro at it, and you're not going to let anyone take advantage of you. And this is the vibe you want to be with, okay? This higher vibe, not that like feeling of lack, like, oh God, I worked so hard, I'm depleted, and now I feel bad because this person didn't pay me. You got to rise above that, face it. And once you challenge that and face that and make sure you receive what is due to you, it's not likely to happen again. And if it does come up again, it will be easier for you to deal with confidence. And we have renewal. Reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life purpose. In your heart, you know what to do. Okay? Love it. All right, we're going to go over here to the Quantum Oracle. Draw a couple of cards from here. See what the Quantum Oracle has to say. Daily reading has gone on a little bit longer than I expected, but that's okay. All right, what else do we have? We have a consciousness of lack, which I just mentioned, okay? So the tarot card that usually relates to lack consciousness did not come up. That would be the Five of Pentacles, although we did have the Five of Cups. So I would say that try and stay away from lack consciousness when it comes to material things and also emotional, okay? This is just heavy emotion, okay? It's heavy emotion, and know that it's not as intense as you are feeling, okay? One more here. We've got intention behind a mask. Okay, so I think a lot of you are trying to portray that you're absolutely fine, you're okay with how other people are behaving, and that's just not completely the case for some of you listening right now. So it's very important to speak up and stop acting like you are fine with something, like, oh, I'm chill, I'm gonna let everything roll off my shoulders. No, take the mask off and be yourself. And if you shock somebody acting to them what might be out of character, well, shame on them for not really looking at you and knowing who you are and that you're not a weak, meek person. You may try to be agreeable most of the time, but that's not all of you, okay? And that's no reason to be taken advantage of. So if someone's taken aback by you standing up for yourself, just ignore it, keep talking, and take care of business, okay? And we've got moving forward, okay? This is going to help you to move forward. Get ready for positive change. So I think a lot of you really don't want to have to do this, but once you do, all these positive changes are going to come in for you because you showed some self-confidence and self-respect, okay? And I think many of you are even moving into a leadership role here. I think many of you listening right now don't feel like you're a leader, okay? But you are meant to be in some ways. You could be a spiritual mentor in some way. I think some of you listening right now could be in the corporate world, but you're also into tarot and divination type things. And it doesn't feel like it balances out with the rest of your life, which seems a little more analytic. But that's okay because you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what people are thinking, doing, feeling, you know. Set your own goals. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to show who you are, okay? Hear me roar, okay? See that lion? Hear me roar. Be yourself. I'm getting that message so clear here with leadership and behind a mask there. Just definitely be yourself. Take the mask off. And don't worry about reactions. Don't worry about that. All right, we're going to wrap this up with a Secret Garden deck with a couple of messages to go, some advice. And the Secret Garden deck with potential. The littlest key can open the heaviest door, okay? Great. And we have bloom. Bloom and attract more than butterflies, okay? So I think a lot of you are really needing to open up. You're not a late bloomer. It's never too late. Open up to yourself, open up to who you are, and show yourself to the world, okay? I hope these messages are resonating. Please comment below if so, and please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.